tired of being stressed out about money? Are you feeling like you are working all the time, but aren't getting ahead? You are not alone. Most people feel this way. But don't worry, there is hope. There are some basic laws of money that, if followed, can help you create a more financially secure lifestyle. In this blog post, I will share with you 4 of these laws. Following these tips can help you get your financial life on track and start enjoying life a little more. So without further ado, let's jump in. Law number 1, don't spend more than you make. It's a simple rule, but it's one that a lot of people struggle with. If you want to get ahead financially, you need to live below your means. That means spending less than you make and saving the rest. It sounds easy enough, but in practice, it can be tough. There are a lot of temptations out there, and it's not always easy to say no. But if you want to build up your savings and reduce your debts, you need to be disciplined about your spending. Overspending is a trap that's easy to fall into, whether you're shopping for clothes, groceries, or anything else. But there are a few things you can do to avoid overspending. First, make a budget and stick to it. Don't allow yourself any leeway. If you've allotted $250 for groceries, don't go over that amount. Taking more designated to another category or expenses is the easiest way to overspend. Second, avoid impulse purchases by giving yourself a cooling off period. If you see something you want, wait 24 hours before buying it. This will give you time to think about whether you really need the item and whether it's worth the price. Finally, pay with cash instead of using credit or debit cards. When you physically hand over money for something, you're more likely to be mindful of the cost. Law number 2, don't buy depreciating assets. One of the best pieces of financial advice I've ever heard is to avoid spending a lot of money on depreciating assets. A depreciating asset is something that loses value over time, like a car or a piece of machinery. The problem with these types of assets is that they're not going to be worth anything close to what you paid for them once they start to show their age. Instead of pouring your hard-earned money into something that's going to lose value, it's better to invest in appreciating assets, like property or shares. These types of assets tend to go up in value over time, so you're more likely to see a good return on your investment. Plus, you can always sell them if you need the cash. The good news is that there are ways to avoid spending too much on these depreciating assets. One way is to buy them used. By buying a used car, you'll avoid the initial depreciation that occurs as soon as a new car is sold. If you're a business owner that requires certain equipment, buying used equipment that is still operational will help you save on those costs as well. Buying used items does not mean it is old or tacky. You can still get nice things without spending full price for it. Law number 3, don't go into debt to impress others. It can be tempting to open a new credit card or take out a loan in order to keep up with your friends, but it's important to resist the temptation. Not only will you end up paying more for the items you purchase, but you'll also be putting yourself at risk of financial difficulties down the road. If you find yourself struggling to make ends meet, it's better to ask for help from friends or family members than to go into debt. They'll be more likely to understand and be willing to help you out without expecting anything in return. In the long run, it's better to be financially stable than to impress others with your purchases. It can be tempting to open a new credit card or take out a loan in order to have fun with your friends or treat yourself because you deserve it, but it's important to resist the temptation. Not only will you end up paying more for the items you purchase, but you'll also be putting yourself at risk of financial difficulties down the road. Law number 4, actively save and invest. You've probably heard the saying, a penny saved is a penny earned. It may not be the most inspiring piece of advice, but it's sound advice nonetheless. When it comes to saving money, the earlier you start, the better. That's because of the power of compound interest. Simply put, compound interest is when you earn interest on your investment, and then you earn interest on that interest. The longer your money is invested, the more time it has to grow. And while you may not think that a few dollars here and there will make much of a difference, over time those savings can add up to a significant sum of money. It's never too early to start saving for retirement, and there are a variety of retirement savings accounts, like a 401k or IRA, that can help you do just that. However, it's not enough to just save. You also need to invest your money in order to ensure that it grows. This can be done through a number of different methods, including stocks, mutual funds, and real estate. While there is no guaranteed path to success, active saving and investing is one of the best ways to secure your financial future. So if you're looking to retire comfortably, be sure to start saving and investing today.